All right, look at us making back-to-back. My dogs are, yeah, got my dogs in the gym. They're here to work out with me today. I came in to do some work, month end pretty much, and thought I'd bring the pups with me. It's been shitty weather, and I haven't been that great of a parent to them late this week. It's been rough. It's been a long week, so I feel like they need to get out, even though it's cold and snowing. Bring them in here, put them in the truck. They tire out. I feel good that they're getting out and doing things, so they're with me. So yeah, there's probably going to be some chaos happening in this video, especially with the one puppy that is a little needier than most animals. But anyway, back in the gym. 2 videos this week. That's a world record for me, so it's good. I don't know if you watched the last video. I had a whole bunch of shit going on with my suspended license that I don't know where it came from. It's been resolved. It actually, the way I proved that it wasn't, there was some sort of mess up in the system is I have the points, like where my points are and how good of my driving record I have, plus all the tickets I've had for like the last 15 years were on there. And there was nothing on there with those 2 tickets. So I showed it to them when I went down to the courthouse, went over it. It's still a weird mystery. The other thing is it's under this truck, and I didn't have this truck in 2023. I had a different truck. So there's a lot of weird shit happening. But anyway, long story short, I mean, sometimes if you question things and, not just pay and do what they tell you to do and things don't seem right, it works out. So, I mean, they were going to nail me with $800 with fines. And again, now they're going to have to find out who did it or who it was and go after them because, I mean, and the other thing is, it seemed like when this happened, they lost it. Like, it's hard to get answers out of them down there because they just have the tickets, right? So they seem to think that these tickets were given out in 2021 and 2023, not paid, and then forgot about, like not sent out. They were documented but not sent. Then they went 4 years later, whatever the case may be, and sent them out and then just waited, I guess, and then just suspended my license. Anyway, it's dealt with, it's done. I'm glad I figured it out and looked into things and it wasn't my end. So anyway, we're going to do some chest today. We're going to do but we're going to do a lot of seated movements today instead of flat. Nothing fancy, flies, presses. That's all we're going to do today. And that's it. So I'm going to get set up, get some water, and we're going to get warmed up here and moving. Okay, so we're going to warm up with some seated, chest press. It's going to be light and get warmed up here. Oh my God, dude, you can't go under there. This guy is a problem. Oh man. Here comes the big galoot. Both of them. Oh, we're going to have to bring this more forward a bit. It's a hard angle to turn that at. What in the fuck is happening here? Oh my God. Sometimes, why isn't this pushing in? Well, see, this is why I don't like training in my own gym. Because I start doing shit, I notice things. Like if I'm standing training somebody and I gotta adjust this, it's different than when you're sitting on it, grabbing it, and trying to do it. You should be able to push this down from sitting here and it should come out, which it didn't. So that's one reason I find I get training and then all of a sudden I'm doing other shit in here, which is not my favorite. All right, let's get warm. Ugh. My dog just walked right into the camera. Now he's laying under it. The other one's standing on my left. Think you could see her. Oh, yeah, you can see her tail. Hey, big mama. Should we drop the camera a bit and see these crazy trains? All right, now you can see some of their brains. I'm gonna take this weight up. This is Jenny. This is the biggest. This is the original, and this is Diesel. This is the original OG of gyms right here. I rescued her. God, Jenny, how old are you now? 9, 10? Hopefully not that old. I have to look. I think she's about 9. So we rescued her 8.5 years ago. She's been in the gym with me ever since. And I think we got Diesel like 5, 6 years late. Told you, chaos. 5, 6 years later, we got this guy. He's a Husky Shepherd cross. Very interesting breed, to say the least. It's always interesting with him around. Good dog though, smart dog, protective dog. I have no fence in my yard, and this dog will just, and this is in the city, he'll stay on the perimeter. He'll never leave the yard. He'll never leave. He'll just sit there, stare. I would not want to walk into my yard. He can't. He has a very. The shepherd comes out when he's there, so he has chased people off our property a couple times. Once about a month ago, some guy was sneaking up behind the garage. My motion lights came on. It was like 8 at night. Hooked him up to the leash and we chased him. It was awesome. I mean, I felt good. It'd be nice to latch onto some asshole like that. I don't care what your fucking problem is, what your issue is. You're on my property. You're not there for fun. So this is in the back. This isn't in my front yard. This is in the back. So I have no problem letting the dogs go. Jenny, she's a pit bull lab, biggest suck ever. I wouldn't even put her in that position because I think she'd just probably make friends with the intruder. But I think if she followed Diesel's footsteps, like I think she would. I think if push came to shove, she'd do something. But she's definitely a gentle giant. So I just don't want to put her in any position that Diesel can handle himself. He fuck around, find out kind of dog, you know. And he lets you know. He'll warn you first. And I'm not going to change him. That's how I like him. Very good with kids. Very good with unsketchy people that are around me. All right. Oh, now we're warm. All right, let's throw some weight on there. Whew. All the way up. So if I was to compare flat presses to seated presses, on my personal experience and my thoughts on it are, it depends on the person and depends on the machine. There's a lot of variables. I like seated presses, but I also like flat bench pressing. With the flat bench, like benching and just even like a hammer bench or a prime press, the machines are most of the time suitable for everybody, meaning you can adjust them to get them in the position. And there's some, like an old hammer strength press, that I just can't use. It's just like the way it's designed. Basically, for how I line up to it, I have to have my whole body basically off the bench. It's I don't understand why they would put handles in the middle of a bench, like instead of at the top of a bench for a press. But it seems like hammer strength puts them more, closer to the middle, which makes me have to slide down the bench. Those things I don't like. And again, there's one seated that I'm not a big fan of too, some of them. And again, it just depends on the angle, how much you can adjust the machine to, suit your body. So they're both great. You just got to find the machine that works best for you, you're comfortable with. I'm a huge fan of the old school Nautilus shit. I think it is still the best fucking equipment out there. It's some of it's like, man, my dad was training on Nautilus back in the day, and it's those pieces that he was training on are in my gym today with a whole bunch of other brand new Nautilus, brand new Prime, brand new Panada, brand new, like, brands that are fucking amazing. Nautilus in 1980 was still better than all the new shit that's out here. That's how advanced that stuff was. So most Nautilus shit works great for everybody. Every piece almost. I've yet to find a piece. They have a seated chest piece, plate loaded. That's fucking awesome. And they moved it to a different part of my gym, so I can't use it now. It's in a private area. It was one of the best chest pieces I've ever used. Everybody has their pieces, but I mean, to me, they're both flat and seated are amazing movements for chest. I used to bench a lot, like every fucking chest day would be a flat. I'd warm up on flat bench for half hour. Not warm up for a half hour, but train for 20 to 30 minutes on it. After I was warmed up, I would do 5-6 sets on there of bench, and it did work. It grew my chest. It used to be my biggest body part for sure. And I lifted as heavy as I could down to 6 reps. Again, not probably one of the issues. Probably one of the reasons why I have issues with my left shoulder was from that, for sure. But that's, to me, the bench is still the best movement you can do for chest. It develops your full, your upper body, makes your shoulders big, your chest big, your triceps big. And I think it's one of the greatest chest movements you can do. I use it, but not like I used to use it. There's something about getting to a certain weight on things where you just don't do it anymore. And again, when I was young, people would say that to me. It's like, once you're older, you'll kind of realize what we're talking about, with not necessarily backing off, but more along the lines of you're smarter with your training. I mean, if I was still trying to load up on the bench press and trying to do 5 plates, I don't do 5 plates. I just do over 3 plates. That's where I stop. And this is bench I'm talking about. It's about feel for me, and even that, like I can load fucking 5 plates on an incline press machine and do it no problem. Do I do it? Probably 50% of the time. The other 50%, I'm down to 3.5, 4 plates doing drop sets and back offs or whatever the case may be, rest pauses. That's kind of more along my lines now. So again, I do everything. I just don't focus in like I used to on doing everything the same heavy fucking weight. And these machines out there are great for everything. So, and I never used to be a big machine guy. I never would touch them. I would use one maybe in a workout, maybe. The rest was always free weights. But like I said, the way these, oh my god, a kink in my neck. The way these machines have developed over the years, the plate loaded ones. I mean, they're basically free weights. I mean, you're basically throwing around dumbbells. So, and it just keeps you in line. Everything's in line. Does this hoodie make me fat? Makes me look fat. Maybe I am fat. Probably. Oh, there we go. Oh. 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 Oh, Jesus. Whoa. That was good. Oh, that was good. We're going to go up on another. What I was about to say is we're going to go up again. Holy shit. Holy shit, the kebabs. We're going to go. It's a lot. It's good. That's good. Moving that weight with ease, Diesel. Okay, I'm going to pause this for a sec. Okay. Why? It's really snowing out. It's really snowing. Which is good. It's almost December. What are we away here? 3 days? 2 days from December? So, hey girl. Oh, my honey. Oh, here comes jealous Diesel. Diesel. I gave Jenny one of the bones that are in here. So, I don't know if you've seen all the videos, but there's a little dog, little pug that comes in here during the work hours a couple times a week. And her bones are all over in here. Now, the reason I don't bring these guys in when I have clients is because that Diesel he's very needy. He needs to, like, he's an 80-pound dog, and he'll just jump on you and sit on you while you're doing abs or whatever. He's not, until he tuckers out, he just, I'll look over and he'll be standing on the front desk looking at me. Like, but Jenny, if I brought her in, she'd be fine. But I can't separate them. Because Diesel, again, is so needy, he would just sit at home whining and howling all day long. So I keep both of them at home together. And then normally I go home halfway through the day, let them out, run in the yard, take them back. Because my days are long, man. Like, I see at least 13 people a day, every day. And that's hard when you got animals and nobody else to, let them out or that's around to rely on. So it's not fair to them. But I would like to have them in here all the time. Especially like to have Jenny in here. But until Diesel gets his shit together, I got clients paying big money. They don't need a German Shepherd stepping on their face when they're, doing a core workout or something. Oh, he heard me. He's coming in. See that tail? Oh, he's laying in front of the camera. All right, let's knock this shit out. Oh my goodness gracious. Fuck. Let's do a back off. Oh. So what I'm going to do here is pin it down. About 30 pounds. I took it down. We were at 210 on the plates over here. Not the like plate weight, stack weight, not plate weight. Fuck me. Oh. 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 Diesel, get over here. Hey. Sorry, guys. There's a weird dude at my door. That's my shepherd. Leave him alone. Put your hair down, buddy. Enough. He's gone. I know. I saw him. Jesus Christ. Okay. I was going to say something and I forgot. Oh, plate weight and stack weight. Two different things. Okay. 250 pounds on a stack is much heavier than 250 pounds with plates. More moving parts, guys. More moving parts. So most of the time you'll find that on plate loaded fucking stack machines. That 200 pounds is much heavier on a stack than it is with plates. Just keep that in mind. Kind of goes for everything. All right. These are done. I don't know how many sets we did. 4 with a back off. Maybe do 3 with a back. It doesn't fucking matter. So this one's done. To turn this off, take a break. We're going to do some seated flies. All right, so we're going to do some seated fly. One of my favorite movements for chest. I used to do a lot of flies. Pressing, I would do probably, I don't know how many, depended on the day of chest, what I was working on. I'd do probably on a flat, like today kind of day, when I'm doing a lot of seated and flat bench stuff. I'd probably do two pressing movements and then 3 fly movements, different varieties of flies. And then when I would say do more incline stuff, it would kind of be the same. I think I'd do 1 pressing movement and then flies, but they'd be all at an incline. So I'd do like incline dumbbell flies, cable crossovers, anything that's going to work more of the upper chest. That's what I. Oh, look at, nobody loves me. Oh, look at how much you shed. You're shedding mofo. Oh my goodness. Yeah? Do you think you're tough? What do you see? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, hi, Jen. Hi, Jen. I see you. I know. It's a good doggish. Okay, guys, I gotta get some work done. Okay, I'm just talking more than I'm doing anything. And okay, yeah, you get down. Taylor out, boys and girls. What happened here? Oh, this thing fucking broke. Oh, man. I'm gonna have to fix that on my next break. I don't like how fucking low I am here. Yeah, I'm gonna adjust the seat too. Actually, I don't. I'm gonna adjust it anyway. Let's adjust that seat, shall we? Let's adjust it. And I'm gonna go fix this thing real quick. See, this is why I don't train here. All right, we're back. Now we're up higher. Let's see how this feels. You know. Don't see. Oh yeah, it's better. Leave her. Diesel. Go lay down. Good dog. Oh. Oh. We need to take that up. My nipples are chafing. I don't know, I said that. They really aren't. Okay, let's take that weight up. Okay. Oh. You won't walk through there? Scary. A tripod's scary, hey girl? Jeez. Yeah, tripod's scary. You didn't want to walk between that chair and that tripod, eh? Oh boy. Yeah. My big girl right here. She's been fucking hilarious because normally she's pretty good. 90% of the time, she's really good at not running out of the yard either. In my back, like I said, it's not fenced. Just the back alley's fenced around my garage, but the besides the neighbors and shit. Because my driveway goes right through my front yard, right past my house, into the backyard, into the back alley. So you could drive straight through my yard, through my garage, and out the back of the garage into the alley. There's 2 doors on it. So you can't put a fence up on that one side. The lady on my right is super nice. She's an older lady. She loves my dogs. But lately, Jenny's been running over there and playing in her yard. And she did this once in the summer, too. So, I don't get it. Dogs are strange to me. They're funny little animals. That wasn't fun. What? Oh, something's sticking. Oh. 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 5. Oh. 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 Oh, God. I'm just gonna make note. Nothing's sticking. This is fucking heavy. That's a heavy fucking 200. Oh. Hi, I'm okay. I'm okay, Mama. I was a little thrown off on that right side. I've only used this machine once here. I kind of take back what I said about plate loaded or stack loaded always being heavier. Most of the time. Most of the time it is. Most of the time it is. Yeah, it's all about the setup of the machine and cables, and this is tight. You can feel it on the cable, which is bringing in more resistance on it. So this fly is much harder than the one I use, the stack loaded one. I can't get my breath back. Let's take a break. I'm gonna turn this fucking thing off for a sec, have some more water, do another set of these, and we're gonna keep that weight the same, even though it was a fucking menace. Okay, let's put this to rest. Oh, when you're doing this too, okay, I'm just gonna throw this in there. When you're doing this movement, you want to keep back as much as you can. You don't want to hook your arms and do this, so your shoulders round. I see that a lot with people. Oh god, they're gonna start fucking fighting and knock the camera down. Your goal is to be out here, and I want you to bring your wrists together. Okay, you won't be able to bring them together. Well, you shouldn't be. You might be able to, I guess, if you're. But if you can't, it's not a big deal. But the goal here is to be able to keep your arms out, bring them together, and have those wrists come together, not like this. Wrists. It's going to squeeze more up and down the middle. It's going to keep your body more lined up and flat back. Jeez. This is the shit. What was that about? Yeah. What was that about? Why would you do that to me? Oh, look, he's going to bite you. I should just film them for an hour. See how much troublemaker this guy is? Oh, now Jenny's fighting back. Dumb fucking dogs, man. Except for you. Diesel, stay out of the plants. Oh my god, it's like having two toddlers here. You know, it's like having two fucking toddlers here. This is what I'm trying not to do because I gotta bolt this back down to the ground. Oh, amateur hour. Sorry about the noise. Oh my god. Fuck. That's ridiculous. That was ridiculous from the get-go. Rep 1, terrible. Hard. And basically, from rep 2 all the way to whatever I ended with was all fucking forced. Wild. Ooh, that's tight. Those are done. Fuck, are those ever done? I might actually look at that and see what it looked like, because I think what I said for everybody to do or not to do, I was doing. I was just trying to get that weight going from point A to point B, so I can't tell you if I was locked in properly on it, because I lost focus on that shit. But anyway, those are done. We're going to move on to something else. Okay. So, this is something I throw in once in a blue moon. I normally finish with it. I see, the reason I started doing it is because I saw Hunter Labrada do it in his chest workout. So I gave it a go to see if it was kind of up to snuff or if it was just fluff, right? It's not like I haven't done it before, but I did it and thought this is a joke, so I'm not going to fucking do it. I'd rather do, press with a machine or dumbbells or bar. But I started doing this at the end of my workouts, probably once a month with chest. It's not a heavy movement. It's just a good press and a good squeeze. And I like it. It's actually a good polisher. When you feel stronger, like don't get me wrong, there's times where I'll take the weight through the fucking roof and do it, but it's a good polisher, and I like it at the end of the workout. I'm not a person that keeps everything the same in the routine, so sometimes I'll warm up with something, sometimes I'll finish with something. But this one I kind of like at the end, where I can just focus on a squeeze and a contraction. So I'm not saying this is the end, since we're getting close, but yeah. So it's just a normal press like you do anywhere else, seated. Squeeze. I'm back. All right, like that. Shoulders feeling fuck. You know what, guys? Normally, when I do chest, I feel my shoulders too. Most people do. And when you have an injury, like my last video when I talked about my shoulders, which I kind of talk about in every fucking video now, and how I have to isolate like we're doing arms. I really had to be strict and isolate and keep things light so my shoulder, I wouldn't feel it. I haven't felt anything today. And for some reason, I just realized that. I should be, like, every rep normally hurts. So this is fucking huge. So anyway, just something I just noticed. Let's pause this, take a sec, grab some water, take the weight up. And what I'm pressing in right now, this is a whole Smith rack. So this thing has everything. I have yet to see a Smith rack in any gym, on any video, in any gym I've trained in, which is a fucking shit ton, that have had a rack like this. I'm extremely lucky when I purchased this rack. I got this from Tough Stuff. That's the name of a company in Seattle. Very good product. I've had that corner rack, and that universal machine I was doing chest on for 20 years. I've had to replace 2 cables in 20 years on it. They're fucking phenomenal equipment. And they make this Smith rack. And like I said, I've never seen any other rack like this. It's got the Smith bar up here, right? You can pull a bench in here. We've got the outside hooks for squatting or benching as well. Seated shoulder press, anything you want to fucking do in here. The safety bars are here too. Then we got 2 cables two cables in the middle with another 200-pound weight stack in the middle of it. So you can use the cables kind of like a corner rack over here. We got some more cables up here for lat pull downs. This is I can keep going. This is a major fucking Smith station. Let me tell you, if you're to buy a piece for at home that you can do everything on, this would be it. 100%. Don't know if you can find it anymore. Don't know if they make it anymore. I don't order anything from Tough Stuff. I just opened up one of my gyms with their equipment because they were a new company. I heard lots of good things, and they had a showroom here, so I was able to go use it all, try it all. It was phenomenal. And again, dude, this was 20 years ago. Things weren't popping like they are now. So you didn't have a lot of variety. You had some hammer strength shit, some old school Atlanta stuff, and Nautilus stuff. And that was, there was other stuff. I mean, Life Fitness, I think, that kind of garbage. just there wasn't a lot, and the quality wasn't as great back then. So to get this, I was extremely lucky, and I love this piece, man. This is a piece I would put anywhere. Look at this dog. What are you doing, Diesel? Oh. Whew. Yeah. Anyway, that's still too late. I was on 17 reps there and going slow and controlled. So let's take a break. Okay, guys. What the frick? What the frick? What the frick? You're not a tough guy. Well, you're kind of tough. But you're kind of a baby too. Big suck. So this is how we're gonna do it here. Yeah. Can I train, bud? Hey, excuse me, mister. Can I train? You don't have to be on my lap right now, okay? You big baby. You're a big baby. Look at him. Diesel's 3. I rescued him when he was a year old. You know, they have problems. They have problems. He's just needy. That's his thing. He's needy and protective. But he's a great dog. Ginny, it took years, man. Diesel came out of his cage, out of his comfort zone pretty quick. Didn't show a lot of signs of neglect, except for him, being the way he is. But he didn't show a lot of signs of being starved or beaten or whatever. Jenny was bad. I got her about 8 months. When she was 8 months old, she was rescued from up north. She had frostbite on her nose, her paws. She had puppies at about month of the age of 8, maybe 9. They froze to death outside. She was fed, and then if she didn't do certain things, she was hit. So when I got her, she wouldn't eat out of a dish. So I'd put her food bowl down, and she would curtsy. Like, she would put her paws out and curtsy and come up. And she would keep doing that. And I'm like, I've never seen an animal do this before. And she wouldn't eat out of the dish. And then when I go to bed, she would eat at night. She was very much a creature of habit. If I moved a chair or opened the blinds in a room, she wouldn't come in that room for like 3 days. There was a lot. She was definitely not treated great. She's very timid around people. Shouldn't say that anymore. She's kind of more, she'll come up to you and you can pet her and stuff. But she used to be extremely timid of people. She gets along, loves all animals, like cats, anything. She just wants to be their friend. But it took a long time. She didn't really change and come out of her shell until we got Diesel. She didn't take a treat from me for 5 years. She didn't take a toy. She never played with a toy. She never did anything we got her. She didn't. I think she thought she would get in trouble. And then Diesel came, and Diesel had all the treats and snacks, and then she started being like, oh. And then she realized what they were, and then she's like, oh, like, I'm going to be fat now. And then she still doesn't really play with toys too much. She might chew on the odd bone, but she likes to chew little holes in blankets. And then when she finally realizes what she's done, you hold it up and it looks like a fucking slice of Swiss cheese. Like, I've literally crawled into my bed, even though she's not allowed in my bed, but she will sneak into my room when I'm not home. I got into my bed one night, pulled my covers up, and my foot was sticking out of the fucking middle of the blanket. She chews these little holes all over the fucking place. I go through about 2 comforters a year, and then she just pulls the stuffing out. That's what she does. So, anyway, I love dogs. I love them. They're great animals. I got a cat too. I bought for my youngest, my daughter, when she was very young, that I'm stuck with, which is like having a third dog. She is like a dog. She rules the house, that cat. She puts the dogs in line. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go up and wait. That's pretty good. That was pretty good. Oh, man, I got to sneeze. Really got dog hair up my nose. We have to get the cleaner. Call the cleaners. Tell them to make an emergency stop in here to clean up after you shedding mammoths. What the heck are you looking at, dude? There's nobody out there. Just fix on something. Oh, you're a killer, eh? You're a killer? Killer. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Jenny's looking out there, too. There's people everywhere, eh, bud? Okay, look out. Look out, bud. Back up. Back it up. Geez, back up. Whoa, I almost did a wheelie. There you go. Oh yeah, those are done. Whew. Those 2 force straps at the end. Kind of donkey-ish, but gotta do them sometimes. Alright, that's done. Whew. I think we're gonna do some, probably some sort of, I don't know. I think I was gonna do a fly, but I might do an upright cable crossover movement, but it's gonna be one of those. We'll see. I'll go look. Okay. What's going on out here? It's really fucking snowing. Like, we've got a lot of snow coming down. Oh, time does that mean? Is that 11? I think it's 12. Oh boy. All right. I had a big clock on my wall, and then I got this little cuckoo clock, like from 1940 something. It's pretty cool. But anyway, my big clock that I had on the wall fell off and shattered. So I have to walk up to this little clock until I get a new one for the wall. It's kind of nice not having a clock in the gym, to be honest. Especially when you're working. Because you don't keep, you're not looking at it. You're just like, how many movements, you know basically how many things a person could do in an hour. So it's cool to flow off that instead of being like, hey, we got to speed up, we got to slow down. That made no sense. Oh, oh. Yeah, fix that handle. Not bad. Not happy with that, but it's a good chest movement when you don't have problems with your shoulder. It's a good lower chest squeeze, and kind of, you're not getting, it's more contracting the lower and outer coming up. You're not getting it so much down the middle. It's more to the outside. It's a great movement, not if you've got shoulder problems. There's a lot of shoulder movement in there, and I used to do this. I used to do this all the time, every chest day or every other chest day. I don't do it often. I find when I'm training in here, I kind of go back to the way I used to do things sometimes. Again, am I limited in here? Not really. I got a lot of good pieces of equipment, but not like a big public gym where they've got like 4 incline presses and 2 different types of fucking fly machines and 4 leg extensions, different types, like. So sometimes in here, I gotta do more cable work. So that's why I kind of chose this one. I didn't feel like doing a dumbbell fly because I do those all the time. Like every chest day, I do a type of dumbbell fly. So I wanted to do these cable upright crossover kind of things. Yeah, I don't know what to think of it yet. I'm just going to get through it. I don't think I'm going to be able to push like I have on the other 3 but we'll see. The goal here is to come out a little bit from the body, sweep in and up, squeeze. Oh, suck shit. Don't like any of that. Not happy. Take a break, water. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up on this last one here and get this video. Hey, I just got swarmed. Get this video done, get these dogs home, and then I gotta do some work. So, basically a chest day today. More flat seated movements, and some flies, and some cross cable shit. So it's amazing that I put out 2 videos in 1 week. It's good. I like it. I think on the next video we're going to talk about more food, supplements, bulking, how things are going that way. I've been wearing a hoodie. I most of the time train in a hoodie anyway, but yeah, I like to stay covered up. So that's just me. If there's something, I hate when people do this, but I'm going to be that person. If there's something you guys want me to do, talk about, train, anything, because I'm not the most creative guy, as you can tell by these videos. I don't edit them. I don't really do anything. I just take them, put them together, and put them up. But if there's something, and that's not going to change, because I'm not going to edit shit. That's not fucking how I work. I am a gym owner and a gym trainer. I'm not a video making person or a influencer or of any type. I'm just do this to keep my brain on track. It helps with the business. It helps with me keeping things interesting, so you got to spice things up sometimes. Anyway, that's getting out of hand. If there's something you want me to do, I would love some feedback. And I'll do it. Whatever it is, I don't give a shit. I'll do it. But yeah, I'm planning on traveling a little bit this winter. I'm training in some other gyms while I'm growing, because it's easier to eat, even though we take our meals with us most of the time. Like the last trip I did, and we didn't do a video, I wanted to, but we were down in a city for a bodybuilding show, and the whole weekend was spent training and training, show, hot tub, training, show, hot tub, food. That's kind of how it went, which would have been great to video or film, but we didn't. But that's the shit we're going to do coming up this winter. There's going to be a couple road trips where, that's what the whole video is going to be about: traveling, food, how we eat on the road, and training, and then the rest stuff. So might be kind of cool. So anything like that, tell me, or anything, period, tell me. And we'll go from there. All right, let's wrap this shit up. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, that's a wrap. Chest day in the books. We're going to turn this off right now because there's a guy walking down here and my dogs are going to go absolutely batshit crazy. So, thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. Till next time.